And what's been the reaction so far to the statement by the Speaker? And how are, those, for instance, the members on the Constitutional Legal Affairs Committee taking this?
On the floor, they made those comments. The House moved on to consider other business. It was, like I was saying earlier on, about 15 minutes ago when the House was considering the budget, the estimates for the Special Prosecutors Act. The MPs commented generally on the work that the Special Prosecutor has been doing. In fact, from Bernard Ahiapo, the ranking member of the Federal Affairs Committee, who's argued that this government is starving the OSP of the needed funds to be able to work. And that's who has been fighting back, saying, well, it's not just an OSP problem. All MMDAs do not get all the amount that is budgeted for. But none of them so far have gone to the meat of the comments made by the Speaker as regards to the claims that the establishment of the Office of the Special Prosecutor was an act in futility.
Right. And Kpebu, just hold on for me, because joining the conversation as well is lawyer Martin Kpebu, a private legal practitioner, also just following this very latest statement we're hearing from the Speaker of the House. And Counsel, thank you for spending some time with us here on The Pulse. The statement, quite a surprise and a rare one, of course, coming through from the is also proffering some solutions or alternatives in this case. He believes that from the onset, we should have been looking at it from decoupling the Ministry of Justice and Attorney General, and instead empowering the Attorney General to become much more of a constitutional body. That's a solution to the challenge. Do you first of all believe that this was an exercise in futility, the setup of the Office of the Special Prosecutor?
Efo Kofi, lawyers will say, I vehemently disagree with the Speaker. Ordinarily, Mr. Speaker has been a very strong bastion of our democracy. Yeah, he's done a bit well, at least psychologically, even the fact that he's from the opposition stock, just makes the conversations and our national dialogue good. That at least somebody from the opposition too can voice his opinion, and he's in charge as Speaker. Yeah, it gives our democracy a good feeling. So, generally, I'm positively disposed towards Mr. Speaker. However, on this occasion, I think Mr. Speaker misspoke. Yeah, he seriously misspoke. I'm trying to see exactly where he's coming from.
But here's the potential challenge we have. We're struggling having or getting access to funding, to support the work of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. He's also complained about it, the fact that he does not have all the necessary resources to work. So why not empower, pre-standing constitutional bodies such as the Attorney General's Department so they could fight corruption some more?
No, that's not, the funding is not being the greatest challenge. Look, that's why I said this one, we have to be very brutally frank. What is the problem? The problem is not being funded per se. The problem is about the independence, the grit, that resilience of somebody who can take the necessary decisions to prosecute corruption and corruption-related offenses. So it's undisputable that over the decades, we've all agreed that usually an Attorney General who is appointed by the President and is part of the President's cabinet is not the best person to prosecute his colleagues. They don't usually do well. In the Kufuor regime, the Attorney General did well at the time. At least they prosecuted 3-4 cases there. Ibrahim Adam, Kwame Pepra, Sepayanki, and those kind of cases. But since then, we've come to agree largely. You see, when this is our democracy, part of it is hinged on public opinion. So generally, we've agreed that an Attorney General in a cabinet is not positively disposed towards prosecuting his colleagues. That is the state of the public opinion. So we agree that, okay, let's give somebody who is not in cabinet. So where Mr. Speaker is coming from is difficult. And even in Mr. Speaker's bid to, make that point too strongly, then he's turning the Constitution on its head. The Constitution is very clear in Article 88 that the Attorney General is a Minister of State. Mr. Speaker is saying the Attorney General is a technical person, just give him conditions equivalent to a minister. How? The Constitution is very clear that the Attorney General is a Minister of State. Let's read out. It says, there shall be an Attorney General of Ghana who shall be a Minister of State and the principal legal advisor to the government. So the Speaker cannot be heard to say the Attorney General is just a technical person and then give him conditions akin to a Speaker of Parliament. No, and it's normal. We all get it wrong some of the time. If you could, let me not pretend. I go to court, I get it wrong, or sometimes even on these, what do you call it, shows, yeah, we may get a point or two wrong. So that's why I said generally, I like the Speaker, he does well, but this one, no, he's just misspoke. So let's come to the point. The point in this whole thing is that our public opinion is shown that attorney generals have generally not been positively disposed towards prosecuting their colleagues. That's why we said, let's give a separate and independent person. So to say that it's an exercise in futility is something I don't even understand. So far, yes, Mr. Jabin has had his problems, but the office is done well. Look at La Bianca, not the Damois side. Even the Damois side, even though they lost in court, I still see positive side. But look at the other side of La Bianca. Through the La Bianca case, Kisi Jabin ordered GRA to come out with a new policy on these discounts, the advanced rulings. And GRA is now implementing it. I hear it's bringing in some revenue. If you look at, what do you call it, even Dubois in Sicily Adapa, even though he's not won in court, we, in the court of public opinion, we finished. And our democracy is moved forward because Madame Dapa has suffered a lot of public backlash, naming and shaming, and it's moved our democracy forward. It doesn't matter what happens finally in court. For the public, $1 million, subsequently $590,000, and then 2.8 million Ghana cedis. She can't explain. Even if later, through technicality, she wins in court, that fact will always remain, that she couldn't explain to the general public. And so our democracy is moved forward. That is accountability. Yes, I have issues with the special prosecutor, especially the way he's let off Edubuahin. I'm wondering whether it's because Edubuahin mentioned Baumier's name. Is that why Kisi Jabin is letting off Edubuahin?